Namaste and welcome. It is Rishi here from meditatewithrishi.com, and today we are speaking about how to overcome depression. This is a really practical video. I want to share with you things that you can do every single day that are really simple, that will enable you for sure to come out of depression. Okay, so before we begin, I just want to say this, that if you are suffering from depression at the moment, just know that it is totally okay. The modern world that we live in has got many unrealistic expectations, and it is very easy to become stressed, to become anxious, to actually become depressed because you feel like you need to be a certain way, or you feel you're not enough. And actually, all of those are just illusions. They are not true. You are enough just the way you are, okay? So what I'm sharing with you, it's 20 things, but they're very simple things. In fact, they're things that you should be doing every single day and structuring your day around them. If you structure your day around these things, it is guaranteed that you will definitely come out of depression, even without medication or therapy or anything like that. Okay, this is essentially, the power is in you, and we need to just do the right things and rewrite an entire new story for ourselves. Okay, so obviously I'm saying this because this is something I've done myself. I lost my parents very early. I went through depression, I went through addiction, and I was able to come out on the other side without any medication or any of that, right? So the point I'm trying to make is that everything I'm going to share with you today is really simple, yet really powerful, okay? And the power is already within you. These are just tools that you use to essentially catapult yourself into the version 2.0 that you hopefully want to become, okay? So enough of the long intro, let's get into it. What is the first thing that you need to do? The first thing, number one, is that you need to decide. You need to decide that you want to come out of this depression. Until you decide, nothing is going to happen. And deciding essentially means taking responsibility, not expecting much from others, not expecting any help from anyone. Knowing that the power is in you. If you choose, you can come out of it yourself. It will take work. It'll take a bit of work, right? But you decide. Once you decide and you commit, that's it. You've started. Now nothing can stop you, okay? Number two, this is where we come to the simple daily things. Number two is wake up early. Wake up early every single day. When we wake up late, we already feel like we're lagging behind. If you're depressed and you wake up late, you're going to feel even worse about yourself. Now, when you're depressed, you're more likely to wake up late because you're avoiding life, you're avoiding your thoughts, but don't do that. Instead, wake up early and have things to do. We're getting to that, okay? Number three is make sure that you have a completely clean environment. Your room, your bedroom, your office, your home should be completely clean. Clutter outside is a sign of clutter in here, and the reverse is also true. So declutter your environment and you'll feel much more peaceful. Have a 5 or 10 minute daily cleaning routine where you just clean everything and make sure it's perfect. Your bed, make your bed every single morning, okay? This will help a lot. Number four is, of course, meditate. Meditation essentially will show you that your thoughts are just things. You don't need to take them too seriously. It's because we take our thoughts very seriously that we become depressed. We become anxious. We overthink. The moment you can create the space between your awareness and your thoughts, you'll realize that these are just like clouds passing in the sky. I don't need to take them too seriously. And when that happens, that's it. You're done. You are golden because no thought, again, can affect you. To meditate, simply do this. Sit down for 15 minutes, set a timer, and simply focus on your breath coming in, going out. You can count from 10 to 0. Breathing in 10, breathing out 10. Breathing in 9, breathing out 9. 10 to 0, start again for 15 minutes. When a thought comes and you get carried away, forget it, just come back to the breathing. That's all you need to do. And you can increase your 15-minute meditation session by 5 minutes every single week. And in no time you'll be practicing for much longer, essentially. But practice meditation. This will detach you from your thoughts and make sure that you're not taking your mind too seriously. Okay? Number 5 is journaling. Now, there's a very specific set of questions that I love from Deepak Chopra. Okay, so he's got he calls them the 4 soul questions. Write these down on a paper every single morning. Question 1, who am I? Question 2, what do I want? Question 3, what is my purpose in life? Question 4, what am I grateful for? Who am I? What do I want? What is my purpose? What am I grateful for? Simply answering these 4 questions every single day will give you so much clarity and so much to look forward to in your life, because you get to know yourself more and more the more you answer these questions. Okay? Number 6 is to exercise every single day. What I would highly recommend is doing yoga, doing sun salutations, Surya Namaskar. These are designed essentially to channel and make the energy flow in your body in such a way that it leads to ascension of your spiritual energy. It leads to releasing all the blockages. This is a perfect exercise. But you can also go to the gym, you can run, you can swim, you can cycle, you can dance, you can do whatever it is that you feel like doing. But every day, at least for 20 minutes, make sure that you are getting some activity. This will get the juices flowing, this will release negative energy, this will clear your mind, this will make you happier. Exercise every single day, okay? Number 7 is, sounds simple, but it's really effective. Shower. Have a shower every day. In fact, have 2 showers every day. Water is cleansing. Your body is 70% water. Your body loves water. When you have a shower and you come out, you naturally feel cleaner, lighter, more relaxed, happier. Do this twice a day. If you are depressed, you should be showering every morning and every night before bed. Number 8 is to eat food cooked at home. Home cooked meals made with love. You see, food essentially is energy, right? You become what you eat. If you're eating junk food, dull foods, heavy foods, that's how you're going to feel. When you cook at home, you have control over what you put in. You have control over how you feel when you're cooking the food. You cook with love. You put on some nice music and you cook with love. That energy goes into the food and it goes in and nourishes you. This might sound like a small thing, but it is the biggest thing. This is why, masters of meditation, spiritual masters, don't even eat outside. They don't want to, spend so much time raising their vibration, cleaning their aura, that they don't want anything else from outside coming in and messing with that. So if you're trying to come out of depression, you need to make sure that what you're putting into your body is pure, clean, full of love. So home cooked meals. Try to cook your own meals as much as possible, or have someone in your home cook them if possible, okay? Number 9 is to avoid anger and avoid arguments at all costs. This doesn't happen easily, but if you're mindful of it, if you make a resolution that I will only be kind from now, anytime some conflict is arising, an argument is about to happen, just walk away. All you need to do, just walk away. You walk away, and you calm down, do some breathing for 10 minutes and try to look at it from the other person's point of view and dissolve whatever it is. Nothing is a big deal. Put your little ego to the side. Nothing is a big deal. It is all good. It's all happening just the way it's supposed to happen. Avoid anger, avoid arguments. These depress your mood even further. So if you're trying to come out of depression, you want to be having elevating conversations. You want to be laughing. You want to be having fun conversations, interesting conversations. If you're not getting that, it's better to have no conversations. Okay? So avoid anger, avoid arguments. Number 10, this is really important. Now we come to the working on yourself part. Set one big goal for yourself. One big goal for yourself. As human beings, we need to feel like we are growing. If you have nothing in your life that you're working on and growing, if you're not growing, you are regressing. And regressing is depressing. So have one goal. Just has to be one very clear goal, something you want to achieve, and you start working toward that. Number 11 is to work on that goal consistently. And the idea here is not to try to conquer everything in one day. It's just to do a small amount of work on your goal every single day. The key here is consistency. Because when you're consistent, even if it's just a few hours a day, when you're consistent, it builds momentum. Momentum essentially creates the compounding effect, the snowball effect. The small efforts you're making daily become bigger and bigger and bigger, like a snowball rolling down a mountain. And this is when you see tremendous progress. So set a goal for yourself and make sure that you're working on it a little bit every single day. This is enough. Number 12, avoid social media, especially social media that is showing you what is happening in other people's lives. We don't need to know this. We do not need to know this. Because if you're depressed, likely what's happening is you're looking at other people and you're seeing, wow, this person's doing this, getting married, promotion, this and that. Everyone posts their best self on social media. No one lives the life that they portray on social media. Definitely not. So we need to stop making that our choice of entertainment, because it's going to make us feel like we're not actually as good as others, and that is not true. What people portray on social media is not the truth. Okay, so avoid it. Just avoid it. Why? Why do you need to know what anyone else is doing? Figure out your life first. You are trying to come out of depression. You are trying to make something of yourself. Forget about what anyone else is doing. Avoid social media. And number 13, avoid news at all costs. News again. Media companies, right? A lot of the news is fear-mongering, fear-based. War, rape, murder, all these things. I'm not saying they don't happen, but it's not the only stuff that's happening in the world. It's not a true representation of the world. It's not. And all this does is creates fear in you. It creates negative thinking in you. It plants seeds of negative thinking. You watch one bad piece of news, that seed is going to germinate through the day and create more and more impressions, negative impressions in your mind. So avoid the news, avoid social media. Avoid any kind of mental junk food, gossip, right? Only plant seeds here that you want to see grow and blossom in the garden of your mind. Okay? Number 14 is to spend time in nature. You are part of nature. You need to understand this, right? The second half of your lungs is actually the trees out there. Without the trees, you are nothing. You cannot even exist for a minute. So depression often comes, in modern society, we are disconnected from nature. We're just in front of a screen the whole day. Think about the kids who are able to play in grass, play in the mud. They're so happy. They're connecting with the elements. Spend time in nature, at least once a week if you can't do it every single day. If you can do it every day, if you can go for a walk where there's trees and mud and nature, that is going to be incredible for you. But if you can't, at least once a week, make it a commitment to get out of your normal routine and go and spend a few hours in nature. This is really, really important. Really, really important. Okay, it's going to help you a lot. Number 15 is to practice one selfless act per day. One selfless act per day. You do something for someone without any expectation, without expecting anything back in return. Okay? A really easy way to do this, if you don't want to go looking around for people, okay, is to donate money. You take 10% of what you earn and you donate this to people that need it more than you. If there's a homeless person, you can give them a bit of money every single day. Right? Figure out what you can afford in a month and give it out little by little. Buy something for somebody. Just anything you want. Selfless act, one per day. Especially this act of giving money. Even though you may not have enough, right? We never think we have enough. Okay, even though you do not have enough, giving a small part away makes you feel like, wow, if I can give it away, it means I have enough. You will naturally feel like you're much better. You're doing much better. So do one selfless act every single day without expecting anything in return, and especially do not go and speak to people about it. Don't go. This is not something that you post on on social media, okay? Or tell people. It's private. It's just otherwise it's not selfless. It's private. You keep it to yourself. No one knows about it. This will make you feel like, wow, you have so much money, time, resources that you can actually give. Somebody who has more than they need cannot be depressed. So this is really, really powerful, okay? Number 16 is to put in good information in here. To read something inspirational every single day. Think about what role models you want to have. Whether, they could be spiritual masters, they could be people who are doing really well in a field that you like. If you're trying to, when I was trying to quit alcohol, I was reading about people that had quit from much worse situations. I used to hate myself thinking, oh, I'm so bad, I'm such a bad person, how can I be doing these things? Until I read these books and I realized that, wow, I'm nothing. There are people much worse than me, like complete degenerates, who have actually been able to transform their life completely. We need to get perspective. When we are feeling depressed, the one thing that we need is perspective, to realize that what you're going through is nothing compared to what other people are going through. Read books that inspire you. One book that I would definitely recommend is I forgot the name, is Man's Search for Meaning. Man's Search for Meaning. Read this book. It will give you perspective. And you realize that your little small story in your head is nothing compared to what suffering humans can go through. Okay? Number 17, we now come to closing the day, is to go to sleep early. Remember we said wake up early. That was number 1 or number 2. Go to sleep early as well. Because if you don't sleep early, you're not going to be able to wake up early. And anything that you're doing post 9 p.m. is not really constructive. Well, why do you need to be awake post 9 p.m.? What is there to do? What are you doing? Watching Netflix, scrolling Instagram, gossiping with people, drinking, doing drugs, right? Nobody is doing anything constructive at that time. Go to sleep early, okay, and wake up early. Having a fixed time to sleep and a fixed time to wake up early is great. And when I say early, I mean 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., right? Waking up at 10 a.m. is not early, right? You wanna get a head start to the day, essentially. Number 18 is to practice gratitude every single day. So when you're sleeping early, it's nice to have a routine, a nighttime routine. And that part of that nighttime routine should be having a shower and then spending 10 minutes writing in your gratitude journal, writing what you're grateful for. Write exactly what you have right now. What are the good things in your life? You have food to eat, you have a bed to sleep on, you have these many friends, you have these many, gifts that have been given to you, skills. The more you write, the more will naturally flow out. And you realize that, hold on, actually I have so much. Why am I thinking negatively? I have so much. Okay? Number 19 is that when you're on this journey of coming out of depression, you're trying to do all these things. We've covered 18 things so far. There will be days when you fail. There will be days when you get into your old patterns. And this is when you need to forgive yourself, okay? This is when you need to forgive yourself, because you are human. You are going to make mistakes. And that's part of the process. Making mistakes is part of the process. So forgive yourself, okay? Forgive yourself, and all you need to do is jump back on the good routine. Jump back on the good routine. When I was trying to quit alcohol, oh my God, I relapsed so many times. So many, I can't even count them. So many times. But I just tried again, and tried again, and tried again. And now it's been years, It's all history. So all you need to do is forgive yourself and try again, and try again. And there will come a time when that is the time that it's happened for good. Trust me. You just need to keep trying. The only people that fail are the ones who quit. People that don't quit do not fail. Okay? And last but not least, number 20. Number 20 is that you need to trust the universe, no matter how bad things look for you right now. You need to remember that we are on here on earth to learn from our lessons, to grow and evolve spiritually. So any kind of negativity or suffering that we're going through is only there to teach us a lesson. It's not a punishment. It's actually a lesson that if we learn, we can grow and we can evolve. So the universe is always working in your favor. If you think it's not working in your favor, it just means that your horizon is too narrow. You need to widen your horizon and say, okay, whatever this is, I'm going to learn my lesson. I'm going to evolve and see how the universe actually supports you. When you take a leap of faith, it will cast its net to support you. It is there to make you grow, to make you evolve, because you are the universe manifesting in this human form. So it wants to support you because you are it. Okay? So I really hope that this helps. I really hope this helps. We've covered 20 things. Make sure you watch this video again and take notes and make these 20 things into your daily routine. This should not be another video that you watch on entertainment and now you go and click on 3 other videos. No, you make this your daily routine. Guaranteed you will be able to come out of depression without anyone's help and become a much more successful and happier version of yourself. That is it. Thank you very much for listening. Namaste.